that took this amount of time to get into the green section. Because this business allows that. It allows you to work the hours that you want to work, okay? Now, what do we need? These are the three things that we're looking for inside this room, okay? We're looking for partners, we're looking for salespeople, and we're looking for customers, okay? My job, your job if you would be inside this business as well, is basically I am a messenger for the partner that I partner with. And it's very important that I connect people to my business partner. And they will fall into one of these three categories, okay? And they're the people that we're looking for. Now, you are someone that's been invited into this room because we believe that you fit into this category. But we also believe that you fit into these categories too. Can you read that? I can't tell if it's my pregnancy blur or if that is a little bit blurry. But the most important thing about who we partner with is people in this business is that we like them. That's really important to us, okay? So we need people that are positive. We need people that are honest. We need people that do want to have lifestyle too. We need people that are interested in having a business venture and willing to take action and learn, because that's what this business is about, okay? Now what we're going to cover here is these 5 cogs here. Now, first of all, we're going to be covering the trends. It's very, very important that I'm not stood here talking to you about a VHS player. Not really going to be something that's going to get you very far, okay? It's also really important that you understand who you partner with in business is rock solid. And I'm going to demonstrate to you how our partner is rock solid. As well, the products. It's very important in any business that if you're going to go to market, you're offering something unique. Why would you want to offer something that you're in competition with everyone else of? Or if there's other people out there that can do better? We're going to show you, Hazel's going to explain to you about the products and how they are better than anything else on the market. And the compensation. Lee's going to take you through the compensation. I don't know if it's just because of Lee's personality or whether it is because he's a man as well, but that's the only thing that he listened to when he first saw this business. He now earns a 6-figure salary and he's very, very happy and has done that inside a very short space of time. And that's because he listened to this business presentation and wanted to learn and take action and take control of his life. He was a soldier and he had no control whatsoever. He now has full control. And it's mainly because of the compensation plan and the fact that it is a compensation plan that cannot be beaten. And then the timing. Timing is spot on for the company. The timing is spot on for the market we're in the UK, but the timing has to be right for you. It doesn't mean it's necessarily the right time for you. Now, change drives news opportunities, as it says, okay? Have you noticed that there's a massive change in how we shop now? I mean, it was even 2 years ago at Christmas that we didn't go out shopping at all at Christmas because we had a 5-year-old. So we did everything online. And why wouldn't we? It all arrives in a short space of time, and we don't have to. We live in Yorkshire, and there's a place called Meadowhall, but we call it Meadow Hell, because it is literally hell like this trying to get to the counter. So it's not somewhere you want to be, but when you've got 2 men in your life, you definitely don't want to be there because you've got a 5-year-old and one that's an adult that acts like a 5-year-old when you take him shopping. So my idea was, did everything online, it worked a treat, okay? But I'm not the only household doing that. Every household is thinking about how to shop online now. But also, we're very much of an age where word of mouth is more important to us than the celebrity on the television. Do you agree? I mean, how many of you actually think Cheryl Cole dyed her hair with L'Oreal box set? Anyone else in? I'm not in. No, don't believe that. And we know that now. We're very much people that are sensitive to authenticity because we're seeing through everything, and that's mainly because of social media. We're finding out so many truths because of the internet, okay? And that is another huge trend that we're taking advantage of, which is social media, because we're able to get a message out there quickly, fastly and efficiently, and people are more interested in listening there than they are to the adverts, hence why Sky Plus exists, so we can fast forward, okay? Now, these are people that you've probably definitely heard of, okay? I know everyone's going to have seen that symbol before. Some of the others maybe not so much, but basically what these explain to you is that, for instance, if we've got TripAdvisor, who has ever used TripAdvisor or seen it? Yeah. So what is TripAdvisor? Is it got an office of people writing things for us to read, or are we doing it ourselves? We're all doing it ourselves. People are going on there. We're contributing. They are the biggest travel agent in the world, and we do all the content. The biggest media in the world, we do all the content. We're getting the gist of this? This cannot lie to you. This is the trend right now. So you have to think about your business and if you're in line with trends. What we're going to talk to you about is your future business, okay? Which absolutely falls in line in exactly the same sense. Because with leverage, we have no inventory, no employees, no faff. That's what our partner does. But we create the same message, okay? Which we're going to go through next. Now, this is Time Magazine. Everyone would have heard of Time Magazine, okay? But have you noticed there's an increased focus in health and wellness? Has anyone else noticed that maybe if anyone's lived the 90s and stuff, no one was really going to the gym that much, were they? No one was really interested. And now men walk down the street the last sort of 5-10 years and their shirts are painted to them because they just have these fantastic physiques. And everyone's interested in this, okay? Everyone's interested in the latest thing. Everyone's interested in looks. What I've also noted very recently is everyone's interested in having maybe bigger lips, whiter teeth, smaller waists, but they're a little scared because of things like botched up bodies. Anyone seen that program? Yeah? So people are wanting these natural ways to look and feel better. Because the trend is we want to look and feel better. We want to feel younger and look younger. Anti-aging is the biggest industry in the world. And it's expected to reach 1 trillion by 2025. Okay? Who would be interested in having a slice of that pie? Because I'm in. Yeah. That is a hell of a lot of money. And that is how trends are created. It's when there's this big bulge in the income, in the economy, and that is the only way a trend is created. We are not talking about a fad here. We're talking about billions and billions and billions of dollars, and now the trillion, going in one direction. And you either jump on or you just watch everyone else take advantage of it. And that's what we're talking about here. Now, this is our partner, Nu Skin. Nu Skin is who we are partnered with. This is very important personally to me when I began this business, that I partnered the right one, okay? When I met the business, I was much like Lee, because I met it slightly before him. And I saw the compensation, I saw the model, I got it, I saw that this was my way to see my son and build a career. And so I could have best of both worlds, because I'm very career-driven, but oh my God, I am 100% a mum before anything else in the world. And when I saw the business, this was the last thing that I genuinely cared about, because I wanted to make sure I was loyal to my home. So what me and my dad, who was very, very successful in business at the time, did is we went out and we shopped around. We found every other company that was worth over $1 billion, which there's only 13 in the world, and we found out who was offering the most and who was the best. 2.5 weeks later, we came back and Nu Skin was the best. So we'd actually fallen upon the best anyway. So that was really important to me. Now the factors were this, the growth. Growth is really, really important. You want to be working with a company that's not stagnant, that's not become something so huge in one country and there's no room for you. You want something that's new, you want something that is innovating every 6 months and is bringing you something new to the table and is constantly working for you, because otherwise your business is going to go stagnant too. You also want, for me, to be with someone that you can trust. I mean, does anyone else agree with that? Because especially with the economy out there at the moment, there's no point in coming into an industry where you go, I can control everything, but actually you're partnering with someone that's about to go bust. But how do we know all these things? Well, these are the things that don't lie to us. The billions, if you're worth over $1 billion, it's impossible for you to lose your money. You are a rock solid company, okay? The next thing is Forbes magazine. Do we know Forbes magazine? Yeah, it's the most trusted magazine in the business world. They put Nu Skin at 5th in their most trusted companies. They put them in there 2010, and we've been there ever since, okay? That spoke volumes to me, I understood that. And this next one I really understood, because the Stevie Awards, they're the Oscars, from my world, of the business world. And Nu Skin have won more Oscars than any other company. That was like, wow, I get it. They also won one they beat the Apple iPad for most innovative product when the iPad was released. Doesn't that baffle you? Just for a skincare set. This spoke to me, so I was like, I get this now. I get why I should be partnering with these guys. And this is something that you need to take away as well, because the models can work for you, but it's really important that you have a partner that stays with you. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pass on to a business partner of mine. Now, she is an incredible lady. She's become a friend in the business. She's a little bit kooky like me, which we love. She has managed to completely transform her life in a very short space of time, and is a six-figure salary earner, and has only been with the company a year, and managed to do this really within 6 months. Now, this lady knows about these products. She fell in love with the products even though she was working somewhere else at the time, and the products are really what brought her in, because she understood if the products worked, then the business had to work, because she was already working with a similar model. So I'm going to pass you over to Hazel.
Thank you. So just quickly about my story before we touch on with the slides. My journey is very, very different to what I'm standing here talking about today. So my day-to-day role was corporate. So I worked for Argos and Homebase in their head office, and I had a number of roles from marketing to communications to customer engagement, project management, and I actually really loved my job. Like, I wasn't one of these thinking, I need to get out of here, I hate this, like my manager is so horrible. I actually really enjoyed what I did. I had freedom in the sense that I could work from home sometimes. And if people think that's freedom, let me tell you, it really isn't. But I had a good job. I had a well-paid job, above average from what the UK salary is. But I'm a mum, and being a mum comes first, isn't it? I don't know if we've got any other parents in the room. Being a mum absolutely comes first. And I like my job. Before I had my little boy Cody, I was very much like, I'm going to climb the top of the corporate ladder. I'm going to be like one of the directors that sits there, one of the 8 that sits. I just knew that was where I was going to be. And then I had Cody, and everything changes. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be successful with my own business, and I want to work from home, and I want to give my son the lifestyle that I never had, the childhood that I never had. And I always say, I found Nu Skin, but actually Nu Skin found me. We definitely met at the right time. So network marketing, this is actually my 3rd company. So while I was working full time, I actually tried 2 different companies before I came here. And like Ella said, it was the whitening toothpaste which I saw and thought, oh, this could mix really well with what I'm currently selling. This is a great combination. And I was not interested in this business from the business point of view. I was like, I want to retail products, I think it will go well with what I'm currently doing alongside, I work full time, but I'm still creating something. And then I saw the bigger picture, and I saw the conversation plan, I saw what other products there were, and I knew that something much bigger could happen with this. But what we're going to kick off with, for my section, is Nourish the Children. A few of us have. So just kind of set the scene, every 6 seconds a child dies from being malnourished. And we live in 2016, and there are still children in countries that don't even have food. And if you're a parent, or you have nieces, nephews, whatever it may be, does that anyone touch someone's heart to think that you couldn't, we worry about, I need to get this, or I'm running late. Imagine worrying about not being able to feed your child. That's a real problem. So when Nu Skin started this partnership, Malawi was the most malnourished country within Africa. I think we have just hit in the last, I think it was yesterday, 500 million meals have now been donated, and Malawi is now the most nourished part of Africa because of this partnership. So we have something all to be really proud of, and we always say, if you don't take anything else from today, you don't want to join the business, you don't want to use the products, please take this away. It's £16 to donate a bag of Vitamil, and it will feed a child for 30 days. So let's crack on with the products, as this is what we are. We love products. We want to know more about the products. We lead with science. So here it says 75 in-house scientists. If you take these big names in the high street, like L'Oreal, for example, they only have around 4 or 5. We have over 75 dotted all around the world. So while we're sleeping, there are scientists working on the innovation of our products. We collaborate with all the top universities, again dotted around the globe. But what I find more interesting is that we have a scientific advisory board. So it's not just Nu Skin that create these products and say it's going to do this for you, we've tested it ourselves, it's going to do this. It has to go through a scientific board to say, yes, it does do that. Yes, we have trialled that and it is correct to what you say. And if we talk about network marketing, I don't know any other company that has a board that goes through these checks and these trials that ensure that what we say it does actually does it. She has something to be really proud of with our products. Two key brands, we have Pharmanex, we haven't got the scanner, and we have Nu Skin. So we always say Nu Skin is the outside in, so how we look on the outside. Pharmanex is what we're putting into our body, it's healthy inside. So we're going to kick off with the Pharmanex product. I know some people already in the business here. Has anyone had the scanner before? Have they been scanned? So only a couple, so this would be really good just to explain. I'm not a scientist, I'm not from a health background, a beauty background, and I can explain it. So hopefully this will make sense to you. So this is our biophotonic scanner, and it measures your antioxidant levels. It's non-invasive, you put your hand over there, it's a little bit, measure your antioxidant score. Really, really simple, right? Antioxidants are the good things in our bodies that fight free radicals. Free radicals are all the baddies. We're breathing in right now. As I touch this, there's all free radicals on here that's getting into my body. It's not great for me. Pollution, as we're driving in our car, we're still breathing in them fumes, for example. They're the baddies. The antioxidants is what fights that to keep us healthy. Really simple, right? And that measures our antioxidants. When I got measured, I was down here and I was actually really surprised, thinking, oh my God, I'm not near the red, surely this can't be right. And what I love about this is, say you're scanned, you could be similar to me, quite low. We then have a range of products that are going to help build that up, that build your antioxidants up, whether it's Life Pack, if you have children and you want them to become healthier. We have our JVI juice. My son calls it special juice, so I love that. Bless him, I always get him involved in everything. And then 3-6 months down the line, you get measured again. And if you haven't had a result or what you wanted to, Nu Skin Pharmanex will give you your money back. Now the key part of this slide is there is a lot of health products out there. Would I be right in saying that? We see people selling this health product and, oh, these vitamins are going to do this for you and you should definitely try this, you're going to feel like full of beans if you do it. You might buy them, but you have nothing that measures that result. There is no other company out there that can measure exactly what their product does, whilst we can. So is anyone on Life Pack here at the moment or this? So only a few of us. So I would advise you, if you haven't yet looked into this, to look into it. We haven't got one here because we're a new area, but we will, as we build, be having a scanner here, so you can be scanned, you can have your score, and then you can measure it as well. If you go to bigger events, they're always there, so I completely recommend that. So next is Nu Skin. So we've done Pharmanex, this is Nu Skin. And as I start, LifeGen. Again, really simple terms. LifeGen was a company that had full knowledge of anti-aging research about how our genes express, about our DNA, all the scientific stuff that we don't really know and look at day to day. So as Ella said about the company that we are cash rich, we have a lot of money behind us. Nu Skin actually brought out LifeGen. They wanted to know, I want to know this research, I want to know how you balance gene expressions, I want to know this, we want to create a product that can help with this. Nu Skin brought LifeGen. So you see this here about LifeGen, this is kind of, say, a 20-year-old. This is their gene chip. The greens are good, reds are bad. And as we age, just naturally, through lifestyle, the environment that we put ourselves in, the stress of life, as such, we just generally age. And this is the expression of, say, a 50, 60-year-old. Lots of red there, not many green. Through using ageLOC, through Nu Skin, we're going to balance these genes out. We're going to reverse them signs, all them aging signs. We can do this. This is the 5 billion brand ageLOC. I've got some products here that I'm just going to quickly show you now. So through this, has anyone heard of a galvanic before? So a galvanic, if you're a beauty therapist, you know things like these, for these massive, bulky machines. Nu Skin invented a handheld galvanic that could be used at home, really simple, easy to use. For beauty therapists to go, you can see a demo is being done now, to use as a nice facial. This isn't the magic. Many people think this is age-lock, this is the stuff that's in there. This is a galvanic, that's all it is. It conducts into the skin. The magic is within these gels. This is the age-lock magic, where they've brought out LifeGen, taken all that research, condensed it into these gels, which are called age-lock. We have a demo going on here. It's really, really simple to use. You have a pre-treatment gel, you put it on, you then conduct it into the skin. Clean, wipe it off, you put your treatment gel on, you then conduct it into the skin. Does anyone else think that seems really simple? Really simple. And that's exactly the process that they wanted to create with it. And I know you can't see very well, I know it's a bit blurry, but can you see the difference in this woman here? I know it's a little bit blurry. I see here, her neck has been transformed through using this product. And I always say it's kind of an alternative, a safe to use alternative to Botox. And Ella said that we want to have these, nice skin, want to look younger, white teeth, nice big lips. I don't know why everyone's going so crazy with all this surgery at the moment. And we can offer a non-invasive version to Botox through our galvanic machines. That's really, really, so to be proud of to be able to say that. But then once we go one step further, and we have people saying, okay, my face is looking, firmer, lifted, wrinkles are disappearing, I like this, but I have bingo wings, I have a bit of cellulite, I'm not happy with my tummy after having a baby, I want something that can change that. So they created the Body Galvanic. And as you can see here, we have people all around the UK that go into salons, they do one arm, and they say, would you like something for your clients that can do this? And they show them the difference. That simple. That is the part of Nu Skin with the age-lock technology. But we don't just stop there. We want something we can use every single day. This is brand new, called age-lock Me. 30 million has been invested into this. There is nothing else out there that can give you personalised skincare like this can. So when we talk about personalised skincare, let's talk about normal skincare. Say you were to walk into Boots, you would find that you'd find a moisturiser that's either for oily skin, combination, sensitive, probably 4 maximum. You would find a moisturiser for your skin type. So everyone in here, we have the same skin type? Of course we don't. Even 4, of course we don't. This has 2,000 different combinations tailored to your skin. It's so simple to use. You have an app, you download it for free, and you basically complete a survey. You put where you live, the hours of sunlight you have every day, male, female, you look in the mirror, you have a little thing there, you assess what your lines are, your blemishes, your pores, and it gives you a code. When you have that code, you then get given a day, night cream, and your serums. So simple. And one of the main key things about this is, say we had a pot of moisturiser, and we're like, right, I'm going to do my day cream. Guess what's on my hands? Bacteria. Put my cream on, yep, looks nicer. Okay, but every time you open that pot and the air gets into it, every time you open that pot and you put your finger in there to get a scoop out, you're actually infecting that cream with bacteria. Here, there is no option that goes in here. It's released out onto your hand. I haven't got any battery in it, so I can't show you it. Swiped, clean. It is so hygienic. There is no bacteria in these. And another reason why it's so special is if these 3 serums here were mixed together in a pot, they would counteract each other. But as they are kept separate, individual, when it's released, because you put it straight on, you're going to get the best out of all these 3, where that cannot be done within a pot all mixed together. So watch out for this. People already have it. It's definitely going to become bigger and bigger as the months, years go on, but this is age-lock Me. We're not going to stop there. I was introduced to the business with the Galvanics, the scanner, age-lock Me. I was introduced through a whitening toothpaste, as I touched on beforehand. So I always say, we have a home for everyone. Whether you have maybe a beauty background and you really want to work with the Galvanics for your clients. Whether you have a PT, health background, you're thinking, these Pharmanex products, that can really boost my business and help others. Or you could be like me, thinking, I just like beauty products. Like, I like trying things, and I like the affordable price of them. This is what you want, from a hair care range And if you're very all natural, you don't want any nasty ingredients and things like that, do not worry about things like that with Nu Skin. And especially the Epoch collection as well. Anyone use Epoch in the room? Incredible or incredible? So lovely. And then we also have our curling mascara. We have all new launches consistently that are coming out throughout the year. Our new glosses are being launched. We have an eyebrow palette being launched soon. They're always thinking, what does the UK market want? We're going to help feed into that. Ella touched earlier, we've been asking for fake tan for ages, like an anti-aging fake tan. No one else has that. We want to have that. We want to have that market for it. So just remember, there is always a home for you. Find your niche, find the products that you like, give them a go, get a good result, and you're totally on your way. So that's the end of the products. I hope that's helped a little bit for you. So next up, who wants to talk about the money? I guess that's what we're here for, right? Okay? We don't join the business or start a business to make friends. We start a business because we want to make money, and we just so happen to make friends along the way. And there's one person in this room, I know you've already seen him sitting here, and I know he's sitting there now. Right, I'm going to say, I always say he's the only blue diamond, male blue diamond in the UK. But some people say, oh, but isn't there any other ones? No. They might live in the UK, but they never started this business in the UK, and it was not a UK account. This guy is the only male blue diamond in the whole of the UK. And people say, oh, it's very hard for a male to build the business. And they are totally right. And we have someone that has built to the top of this business. And it just so happens, he's pretty awesome, he's really funny, and he's friends with me and Dan as well. So like I say, you definitely make friends here. So can we give a warm welcome to Lee Day, please?
That was nice. How do you do the laser, by the way?
Middle, yeah.
Cool. There we go. So who wants to talk about money then? Yeah? Two people are like, we're just having a good time. Yeah? Okay. So everybody who starts this business, regardless of how successful they are now, or wherever they came from, whatever background, everybody walks through the same door of this business. Okay? And that is here, distributor. Everybody starts at this point. There's over 1,200 millionaires to date made by this Nu Skin compensation plan. Okay? Every single one of them started here as a distributor, where we all started, where you guys all started. Okay? Now, you're going to find people as you move along your Nu Skin journey that don't want to move any further than this. That's fine. Don't get angry with them. Okay? Don't try and force them in any direction. Just leave them to it. If that's where they want to stay, brilliant. If you want to, come into the business and just make £200-300 a month, if you're really good, to supplement what you do for a living, a job, just to maybe pay finance off, or maybe a mortgage, or whatever that extra payment may be, then amazing. And that's brilliant, and we're really happy to have you guys. Yeah, and so should you guys be as well. But just be happy, okay? If that's what they want, brilliant. But if they want to go further, if you guys want to go further and you want to make maybe £1,000, maybe a couple of grand, if you're really good, then you need to make it to the middle, over here. And this is a different journey. This is where the game begins. So if you're not executive already and you want to be an executive, this is where it starts, the journey. This is where the fun begins. Okay? This is where Nu Skin start paying you a lot of commission, as well as you just making money from retailing your products and promoting products on Facebook, whatever it may be. Yeah? Does that sound better? Sounds pretty good. Yeah? So once you've had a taste of executive, like I said, that's where the game begins. And then you would sit down with your sponsor, or the person that brought you into the business, and you'd have a serious discussion at that point once you become an executive. And that sole purpose of your existence for the next few years from that point onwards is to help other people become executives. Okay? Help other people become executives. And that's when you move to the top of the staircase. And that's where all the magic happens. That's when you get to go on holiday for 6 years. And you get to go and play, I'm presuming there's no golf fans in it. Who plays golf in here? I'm really in the wind with this one, aren't I? Okay? We like spas.
Oh, yeah.
We like spa weekends! Yeah? So this is where you get to go on a spa vacation for 6 months and come back feeling great. Okay? We know a couple of people, and Hazel, you know them too, Gudrun and Benedict, unbelievable people. They've been in the business now 19 years, coming up 20 years. They've made over 5 million in this business, almost 10 million. When they built this business, they moved from distributor to executive, and then onto the top there. They built a business, a massive organisation. They took 6 years off the business, the pair of them. They did nothing for 6 years. They didn't pick the phone up. They didn't speak to anybody in regards to Nu Skin. 6 years, they just travelled the world playing golf because that's what they wanted to do. And you know the worst thing, I should say the best thing about it is, because I'm a positive person, the best thing about it is when they came back after 6 years, because they couldn't stay away, their business had grown over 40%. Their income had grown every single month for 6 years, even though they did no work. That's freedom. What Hazel said before, being able to work from home occasionally, that's not freedom. That is complete freedom. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
A few people? How about yourself? You convinced? Does it sound good? Yeah? I can see you licking your lips, salivating a bit. Is the room getting a bit dark?
Yeah.
All closing in? Yeah? Don't worry. Okay. So, once you become an executive. Now, by the way, guys, these figures are quoted from the New York Stock Exchange. That's why they're in dollars, okay? And these are the world averages. Not the UK averages, the world averages. Okay? UK averages tend to be a lot more. So maybe a bit more excited about what's to come. Okay, but like I said, these are average figures. And these are just commission based. All of your sales from promoting products and retailing your own products will go on top of there. Okay? So once you become an executive, let's say around £350 a month, on average, will be paid into your account by Nu Skin, because you're an executive. Okay, that's the commissions you can expect to be earning, roundabout. Okay, you can earn more, you can earn less. Alright? So once you become an executive, like I said, we have that serious conversation where we sit down and we write some goals. Yeah, everybody likes goals, don't they? And then we help somebody out. So what's your name, buddy? Sam. So Sam is absolutely ecstatic coming out of this event. He's unbelievable, he's on fire, he's speaking to everybody. You know? He then gets to executive, he sits down with the person that invited him into the business. They have a serious discussion. Sam then, in his excitement, will go out and he will find some people to come and take a look at the business, because he's building Wrexham, aren't you, Sam? Yeah. It's damn right. So then Sam helps one person becomes an executive. He's then a gold. How's it feel, Sam? Pretty good?
Alright.
Feels alright. Okay? He feels alright because he knows what's to come. And he's not happy just being a gold. He goes out and he helps another person become an executive on his front line. Yeah? He then becomes a lapis. And now he's around £900 a month on average. Starting to look pretty good. You know, that's not a bad income, is it? This is something he's doing around his job. You know, just making a little bit of money, talking to a few people, retailing a few products and helping some people get going. That's not that hard, is it? £900 extra could make a massive dent in something that could be infuriating you in life. Whether that be, a mortgage payment. I'm just using examples. Okay? £900 a month is pretty good, I'd say. I used to be paid, in fact I'll move on. So once you become a lapis, your mission is to go and find another 2 people. Once you've got 4 executives, you've helped 4 people come into the business and equally get excited and become executives themselves, you become a Ruby. And this is the first circle encircled in red, okay? Now a few things happen at Ruby. First of all, your commissions go up again, as you can see. Around £1,700–1,800 a month. Now that was the first significant goal for me and Ellen. And the reason for that was when I was a soldier, I was in the army for 10 years. I hadn't even done my testimony. Most of you guys don't even know who I am. I just completely forgot that. I'm just a guy in a black shirt that got up and started talking. Okay? So when I was, by the way, I was in the army for 10 years. Okay? And it was all good. I went around the world and did many different things and it was all fun. But by the end of that 10-year point, I was making around £1,800 a month. Which was okay. It's not that bad. I think that the UK average is around 1,500, something like that. So it's just above. But, like a lot of people, there's a lot of month left when the money run out. You know what I mean? You're struggling and what am I going to do for the next 10 days till payday comes, that kind of situation. Well, to get to Ruby was my first goal because I knew then that I was matching my military wage. So this thing that I've been doing part-time in my spare time had now matched my wage. So I had a decision to make. We had a decision to make. Go full-time. So I fired the boss and I went full-time in Nu Skin. Yeah, and we built the business from that point onwards. Now again, that's the same decision you guys can make maybe at that point. It could be earning a lot more than that, but if you're not, £1,800 will give you a nice, that's really your first taste of freedom, I'd say. When you've really got a big decision. The first big choice that Nu Skin has given you. Do you go full-time or not? Okay? So once you've helped 4, maybe you do go full-time, You then go forward and you help another 2 people become executives. That makes you an emerald. How are you feeling, Sam? You're now an emerald? Yes. Yes, he's feeling good. Okay, and an emerald makes around £3,200, okay, on average. That's a lot of money. You know the worst thing about this is, for me, this is the sickener, I suppose, if you want to call it that. If I was at a 10-year point in my potential 22-year career in the army, okay, so I was looking 12 years into the future to my 22-year mark. There is no way on God's green earth that I would have made £3,200 a month. I could have been the best soldier in the world. You know, a universal soldier. Could have done everything right and just been the best. I would never have got to that mark. That's horrendous. I could look 12 years into the future and know that I'd never hit that. You know? It's madness. Yeah, there it is. All you need to do is help 6 people become executive, and yeah, it can happen, you know? So then you go to the next circle. Sam is now a diamond. He's helped 8 people. How are you feeling, Sam? Still with me? Getting a little very excited now, yeah? The toilet's just out there. Okay? So a diamond makes around £6,000 a month. That's astronomical figures. Especially when you're coming from a world like that, from my world sort of thing. I've never met anybody make that kind of money. And if I did, they didn't want to talk to me. Okay? And then finally going on to 12. Once you help 12 people become executive in this business, you become a blue diamond. And that, on average, is around £24,000 a month. That is a sickening amount of money, isn't it? It's epic. Yeah? And the question I suppose you've kind of got to ask yourself is, and I'll just say one thing as well, it takes the average person around 2 to 3 years to go from executive to blue diamond. 2 to 3 years. And then further, maybe 4 or 5 years to mature that organisation. I'm not going to kind of explain what maturing is because it might take a little bit of time. Okay, so maybe look at this as maybe a 7-8 year plan, something like that, to make that kind of money, realistically. You can do it a lot quicker if you really want, okay? But the point is, you know, look at yourself now and your position, your situation that you're living in. If you walked out of this room today and thought, you know, that was a really nice event, however, I'm not going to do it. In 8 years' time, can you see yourself making that kind of money, realistically? And not just, and maybe if you can see yourself making that kind of money, can you see yourself having the freedom to use that money to do what you want, when you want? At the drop of a hat, you want to go on holiday for 6 years. Yeah? Nice. Can that happen? Can that possibly happen for you guys in this room without this? Is there an alternative? And if there isn't, I mean, that's a conversation you guys have got to have with yourself. It's not for me, Hazel and Ella, to stand here and convince you to do it, because that's not what we're doing. Okay? We're showing you the opportunity, the potential that is there. And let me tell you, there is a potential for every single person in this room to go and hit that. That's a fact. The only person who will stop you from doing that is you. That's it. Okay? Well, like I said, this slide's a little old now, it needs changing. There's over 1,200 people that have walked through the doors of the distributor and gone on to make, you know, more than $1 million. So it works. Okay? And here's an interesting statistic for you. If you took every single network marketing company, you know, we've heard them all, we've heard about them all, haven't we? Herbalife, Juice Plus, all the rest. I'm not going to name them because there's over 60,000. So, you know, I might run over time a little bit. Okay? But if you took all of the companies, all of them, even the new one that says they've got the best compensation plan on the market, even that one, if you took all of them and took all of their millionaires that they've ever made, put them on one side of the stage, and then just took Nu Skin's millionaires and put them on the other side of the stage, we would have more. That's a fact. Now that's unbelievable. You know, to be able to say that we've done that, Nu Skin have done that, created more millionaires than every other company has combined. That's proof to me that that's the best compensation plan. And truth be told, the best product that Nu Skin has is the compensation plan. It really is. It's epic. And the timing itself, I don't want to linger on it too much because it's not negative, but the way the world is working now, the way the economy is kind of inflicting on people's lives, means there is a massive opportunity for people who want to make extra money. Whether that be coming into the company as a distributor, who want to go on to be an executive, maybe want to go on to be Blue Diamond and beyond. Okay? There's an opportunity here at every corner. And in regards to timing of the industry, there's never been a better time, I don't think, for network marketing as it is right now, especially for Nu Skin. Because, to my knowledge,
We're the only company offering it for free. You've got the ability to enter into a compensation plan that's created more millionaires than every other company combined, and you don't have to pay a penny to do it. That's serious. So completely regardless of timing, it's there. The opportunity is just so good. And people, I think are changing their minds. There's been this massive stigma around network marketing for years. We talked about it on the training, we touched on it. And it's true, there is. There's cowboy companies out there, but it's the same with any company. If you wanted to go on Google and type in Microsoft bad reviews, you'll find thousands of people that give it a lot of crap. Okay? But everybody still has Windows on their laptops, don't they? Same with Apple. Apple got sued for millions and millions and millions. People don't hear us say nothing about it. Everyone's got an iPhone. Okay? And it's the same with us. We're the good guys. There are cowboys out there, companies, there are. I'm not going to name names. But they will continue to give people a bad name. It's up to us to change that. And giving people a free business to build is the best way of going about it. We're messengers. Okay? We talk to people and we show them this. Make sense? Are we happy? Good stuff. I'll not mention too much about this. Hazel's covered it in the training. It's not a case of just throwing you into the meat grinder. We leave this room here today. Sam is absolutely buzzing, ready to go. We just throw him out of the room and say, right, go, get to Blue Diamond. That's not the case. Okay? There's a 7-step system. So we give him a silver booklet and then kick him out. Okay? Simple as that. So he knows what he's doing. 7 simple steps to follow. Yeah? It's really, really simple. And that was devised by the millionaires at Nu Skin, who have become millionaires through Nu Skin. Okay? They got together and they made this booklet for us. They've made all the mistakes so that we don't have to. So we don't have to waste time faffing around with all these fancy new ideas. We can just do what they did. Okay? Because the bottom line is you want what they have. Freedom. So follow what they do. Make sense? Super. So, all we've done, me, Hazel and Ellen, this last hour, okay, we just shared a message with you guys. Shared some information. Okay? This wasn't a job where we come in and try and convince you to join the business. Because truth be told, we're not desperate. We're not going to come in and try and convince you and sell to you why you should do it. And please join the business. Please. That's not what we're here for. Okay? We just shared our experiences, what it's done for us, and what it's going to do for others. Now, whether you fall into the category of being one of those others is up to you. You can make that decision. Okay? I'll pass back to...
Yes.
Woo, thank you.